In recent years, many people have been looking to relocate to the Roanoke area. Two of the most frequent questions that I receive are, what is the cost of living, and is it the right place for me? This video is going to answer both of those questions. The cost of living in Roanoke is considerably less than other localities in the U.S., making it an affordable location to grow both family and business. The cost of living in Roanoke averages around $50,000 a year, which is $10,000 less than the national average. In 2022, Roanoke was awarded the most affordable city on the East Coast. Roanoke's data showed that it had the lowest cost of living per month with the highest livability. It is undeniably one of the best places on the East Coast for outdoor recreation. Roanoke's population is about 100,000, while the metro area is about 315,000. Roanoke's Metropolitan Statistical Area, the MSA or metro area, consists not only of Roanoke City and Roanoke County, but also Botetourt County, Cregg County, Franklin County, and Salem. Housing will of course vary more drastically depending on location, neighborhood, and building type. When looking to purchase a home, one of the things to keep in mind is that the surrounding areas of Roanoke, such as Botetourt County, Franklin County, Bedford County, all of these areas have much lower taxes than if you were to purchase a home in Roanoke City, Roanoke County, or Salem. This is a list showing the differences of taxes in each of the counties. So the average salary in this area comes in at about $48,000. And please keep in mind, I know that may not seem very high, but please do keep in mind that we do have a lower cost of living here as well. Your occupation is going to make a difference in your salary. The average sold price of a home in January of this year was $328,000, while the median sold price came in at $275,000. This graphic, provided by the Roanoke Valley Association of Realtors, shows a change in the numbers compared to last January of 2022. The average home sits on the market for about a month, but if it's priced correctly, it usually goes within a few days, sometimes even hours. Do note that rents have increased by 17% over the last 3 years. People are still drawn to this area and looking to rent because of the overall lower cost of living and the region's natural beauty. If you are moving to the area and are looking to rent, of course, these numbers are going to vary depending on if you're looking to move downtown, if you're looking to move into an apartment complex versus a single-family residence that's an apartment for rent. So please take these factors into consideration. For a studio, you would be looking at about $650 to $900 a month. For a one-bedroom, $900 to $1,100 a month. For a two-bedroom, $1,100 to $1,300 a month. And for a three-bedroom or more, $1,300 to $1,500 a month or higher. So internet is going to range depending on how fast of speed of internet that you need. You're going to be looking at anywhere between $50 a month to $100 a month. Glo Fiber has become an option in the Roanoke area, while Cox, Xfinity, T-Mobile, and Verizon services most of the area. In more rural areas, Shentel seems to be the most popular provider. If you are renting an apartment, your average utilities are going to come in closer to about $150 to $175, but if you own a larger home, your utilities are probably going to come closer to $300 to $350 a month. And, this really varies depending on how many people you have in your household, how many people are renting, etc. So please take that into account too. If it's just you and you don't take super long showers, then of course that's going to help too. One of the great things about living in the Roanoke Valley is that you get to enjoy a little bit of all 4 seasons. So keep in mind that, of course, in winter and in summer, your utility bills are probably going to be higher than in the spring and the fall. This is simply because obviously it gets dark quicker in the winter, so you're going to have extended light usage. Your electricity and gas bills could go up because you're also heating your home more and it's really cold in the winter. Not so much in the spring and fall. And then of course in the summer you're going to be looking to, run that AC, so that's going to cost money too. Moving on to transportation. So owning a car in this area is very common, but if you know that you're going to be relying on public transportation, you do have a few options. We do have a public bus system, Valley Metro, here that is very cheap and runs through almost all of Roanoke. This system map shows you what routes the Valley Metro system takes daily, and this is a very affordable and cheap option to get around if you're kind of staying in the Roanoke area or surrounding areas. If you do obtain a Valley Metro ID, it's cheaper than paying the daily ticket rate. If you need to go a little bit further, then the Valley Metro bus system will take you around Roanoke. Then we also have an Amtrak train system. And this provides passenger service from Roanoke to major metro areas, including Washington, D.C., New York, Baltimore, Philadelphia, and Boston. The train service departs and arrives from downtown daily. I will also link the Amtrak brochure in the description below so that if that's something that you're going to be utilizing and want more information on, you're welcome to go to that link and check it out. All of these public forms of transportation are very affordable in this area. If you commute by car, Interstates 581 and 81 run right through Roanoke city limits. I have also attached a map so that you can kind of see how those flow through the area, and this might help you if you're going to be utilizing a car all the time. If you're somebody who really likes to walk everywhere and have everything really close to you, then there are a few communities and areas that might best suit your needs. For example, the Grandin Village area, they have everything you need. I mean, there's groceries, shopping, restaurants, housing, everything's kind of in one area, and you really can walk everywhere to get almost everything that you need. But of course, if you're a downtown person, then moving downtown might be the best option for you. If you're looking to move to this area and healthcare is a big factor to you, we have two of the all-star achievers here in this area, Carilion Clinic and Lewis Gale, and healthcare comes right in line with the national average as far as costs go. The cost of food and groceries is about 14% lower than the national average. I feel like groceries and food have went up kind of everywhere in general, but if you're looking at the national average, we do come in about 14% lower. If you love to cook like me, you're going to have some options. You're going to see a lot of Kroger's, a lot of Food Lions. We do have a Publix that's looking to be built in the next few years. Don't hold me to that, but that's what I'm hearing. We also have a wonderful fresh market. We have our Earth Fair. There's also an Aldi. For all the coffee and beer people out there, you are going to have no issue finding coffee shops or breweries in this area. There are literally over 13 breweries in the Roanoke metropolitan area, and then coffee shops range from, there's Starbucks everywhere. You have Sweet Donkey in the Grandin area. You have Little Green Hive. There's also a couple of Mill Mountain Coffee and Teas. There's a new one in Southeast Roanoke. It's called Chris's Coffee and Custard, which is absolutely amazing. So you really just have plenty of options. That is not something to worry about if you're looking to relocate here. Sales tax in this area is 5.3%. Just a good fact to know. There are some options for gyms. I would say some of the best facilities around here are through Carilion, which we talked about with the healthcare system. So they actually have Roanoke Wellness Center, and then there's also Botetourt Wellness Center. So Roanoke Wellness Center is located close to Tanglewood, which is closer to South Roanoke, and then the Botetourt facility is located closer to northern metropolitan Roanoke. So that's just, two great options. You can become a single member for about $55, and that's $55 a month. And then if you have a family, I think it's usually around like $125, and it's cool too because they actually allow you to bring, if you have kids and you have to take them with you when you work out, then they actually will watch your kids as part of that fee as well with the family membership. And of course with a family, that includes your husband, your spouse, and your kids. So very beneficial if you have a family and could take advantage of those facilities. We do have Planet Fitnesses sprinkled around the area, so that's also an option starting as low as $10 a month. And then if you're into CrossFit, there is also multiple CrossFit facilities kind of sprinkled out through the metropolitan area. So I would say that, working out in this area is not going to be a big concern if you're worried about the cost. Also, we have public greenways that are just phenomenal. If you can get outside and walk or run or bike on the greenway, take your kids in a stroller, take your dog on a walk. They run through a large portion of Roanoke, and I almost go on the greenway every week. So it's really something to utilize, and it's free. I guess to sum everything up, the cost of living in Roanoke is 12% lower than the state of Virginia and comes in at about 11% lower than the national average. So it is a very affordable place to live and has a lot of livability, and I would love to tell you more about that if you still have questions about this area and what it has to offer.